Hey guys, welcome back to Plymouth, Minnesota, where we completed this backyard renovation. Let's take a look and show you the project. So there's a few key elements, 3 things basically that they wanted to accomplish. So one was a main patio area, secondly, this cool planted bed, and then thirdly, the fire pit and back. So first considerations in regards to the patio, we wanted to get a hot tub in here, get an outdoor kitchen in here, and then also have a place for eating and have like a lounge space, basically just to be like a total entertainment zone. So when we were thinking about size, shape, all those design elements, those are the things that we talk through with our customers, and it can take a few weeks of processing and then think about, do I want this, do I want that? And so it's just a fun process. I handle a lot of that work, some of the design side of things and sales and stuff. So I'm always meeting with clients and on site, making sure that they get the absolute perfect finished product for themselves. So anyways, so we went with natural stone for the paver option. They wanted to elevate the design of this whole thing. And they also just love basically the texture and color that this particular limestone did to match their home, match some of the desire for color for the outdoor kitchen. And man, when you take a step back and actually look at all these colors and textures that combine to this really beautiful, cohesive structure, basically this really sweet hangout zone. So size-wise, we determined that this was a great size for the outdoor kitchen. It has a smoker, grill, beautiful countertops, sink, and as far as like utilities and kind of what we were a part of is we were able to get all the trenching done for electrical. I coordinated with the electrician, the plumber, the guy who did the outdoor kitchen, that was Arvold Landscaping, and didn't officially general contract this project, but pretty much did as far as all the communication goes, and just to make it as easy as possible for our clients. Another big consideration was just, having a little bit of privacy. You're hopping in the hot tub, you're hanging out, you're having friends over. So when we thought about the planting spaces and what was basically going out from this area, we were intentional about even the plants that we chose. So we come on over here to the planted bed. We actually put up 2 trees that are going to fill out. One basically in a line between one neighbor and the hot tub. We love our neighbors, but a little bit of privacy is nice. And then this other tree got placed actually another sight line between the hot tub and neighbors, like sight points. And then these grasses, some Carl Forster grass is going to grow up to provide a little bit of a nice hedge too. And also some beauty, some color, some intrigue year-round when you think about some planted spaces. You want them to be unique. You want them to have a variety of color and then also have that color kind of pop year-round. So that was some of the plant choices. The third, kind of this back area of the property, this third element to this outdoor renovation was this beautiful fire pit. This was a bluestone, full color, irregular flagstone. So basically walking on, this used to be basically a gravel fire pit. It was smaller, and the gravel, basically, they got it installed, I don't know, X amount of years ago, the original fire pit. But these chairs, they're super heavy, and they would just kind of sink down into the gravel. So they actually wanted a hard surface, and they wanted to go with another natural stone just to match the main patio. So went with the blue stone for a little bit, basically kind of a unique color scheme. Full color blue stone is blues, purples, greens, tans, grays, oranges. And it's probably one of my favorite colors or type of stone to use with a fire pit area. And then in back, we created this boulder wall. And basically, there was a boulder wall originally, but we actually picked up and replaced the whole thing, brought in some new, bigger boulders over here. Basically, all of these guys were new, and then we were able to reuse some of these smaller boulders and just to create a nice backdrop to all this. Plant-wise, also, like this fire pit is so cool because it literally feels like when you sit down in these chairs, it feels like you're kind of like in this sunken, it's a very like cozy feel because you have these plants behind you And actually the plant design here as well, it was intended so that it would grow up and actually create a little bit more privacy as you kind of sit in this sunken patio type feel with the boulders and everything. So it's overall just a very comfortable, you have a fire pit here with the, what is this, a Brio fire pit. And yeah, it just feels incredibly peaceful, relaxing back here. And yeah, I just know that the clients, as far as this whole thing, they've just been ecstatic about this final product, what it looks like. They love all of the natural stone, the materials, how the colors match with their house and roof line, and yeah. So overall, this project came together beautifully. We're super excited about it. And then kind of the last thing, which is actually getting a little bit dark here, the lights haven't turned on yet, but that was one of those final elements that we like to think about, is lighting for the sake of safety for walking lanes, and then also for aesthetic. So when you see these lights here lit up at night, it is a very beautiful sight. So safety wise, we like to have lights that are close to steppers, like on and off ramps to the patio. So it was intentional about where these lights got placed, you know, one at each step off zone. Also, as far as like the landscaping and really highlighting the plants as they grow up and have colors and all that. So we have some path lights in this bed, and then we actually have 2 up lights that go and connect, or that basically shine on these trees as well. So it's kind of a full project wrap up. I mean, they did everything: the plants, patio, outdoor kitchen, new hot tub, lights, came in, redid the sod after we were in, mulch, fire pit, boulder work. I'm probably missing a few, but they basically did it all, and it's just a good representation of kind of all the work that we can do here at Arise Outdoor Services. We love custom landscaping, custom hardscapes is our specialty, and we'd love to connect with you guys if you have some cool project ideas in the future. So anyways, that's our project. Hope you guys like it, and hope to catch you on the next project.